Alright, this is in Mother Jones magazine. Mother Jones is a liberal magazine, and this is about the Oath Keepers. So this is in Mother Jones magazine, and this is an article on the Oath Keepers. And Mother Jones is an old liberal magazine, and they have tons and tons of articles about the Oath Keepers and the militia. And the thing about this article is that this describes the militia movement. The militia movement that this article describes is the movement that was created by Alex Jones, Ron Paul, the Tea Parties, and the Oath Keepers, all the same people who created what they call the militia movement. It's the movement that Oath Keepers is behind, and Alex Jones helped create this militia movement. Now, look at this picture. They do a profile. Mother Jones does a profile of the militia movement. The militia movement that they do a profile of is Oath Keepers. Oath Keepers is the group, the movement, that was started by Alex Jones. Not started by him, but he's the one who promoted it in the quote-unquote alternative media on YouTube and so forth. That's how they recruit these people. These people learn their ideology from watching Alex Jones YouTube videos and reading things on the internet about the New World Order. Okay? And it says that in the article. That this is basically, because this is controlled liberal media, it demonizes these guys as a bunch of, well, you can see it in the article. The tone is that you're supposed to be scared of a guy like this if you're a liberal. And if you're a conservative, one of Alex Jones's fake followers, because he's the fake right-wing patriot movement, if you're one of Alex Jones's followers, you're supposed to be outraged that they would demonize the guy like this, and that would make you really support the Oath Keepers, because you'd be outraged that Mother Jones would attack them. See, that's the Hegelian dialectic, which, if you don't understand that, you're totally helpless. They control two sides of an issue. In this case, one side would be the side represented by Alex Jones and all of his people. That would be the right side, the right-wing side of the controlled media. The other side is the left-wing side, which is Mother Jones, and also the SPLC, Southern Poverty Law Center, and the Anti-Defamation League, the ADL. Those are the liberal media. Controlled. Both sides are controlled by the same foundations, the same people behind the scenes. They create these little dramas, and in this little drama that they've created, if you are a left-winger, you're supposed to be terrified of this guy. You're supposed to be afraid that all these guys are disgruntled and angry, and they're war-hardened veterans, and it completely demonizes these guys. I mean, it basically implies that they're a bunch of trailer trash and speed freaks who have guns, and you can see this. They do this on TV and in the movies. These are the guys that, if you're on the left, if you're like a Metro type, you're like a peacenik type on the left, These guys are supposed to be frightening. Oh, you're supposed to be intimidated. I mean, look at, to show that this is an obvious psyop, they dressed the guy up as an al-qaeda. So meet the new white al-qaeda. Meet the new nativist, patriot, the populist militia. And look at him, he's angry, he's bitter. And look, as a psyop, they dress him up like the old boogeyman that used to scare you was the al-qaeda. So be scared of him now. And you can see Alex Jones pumps the same thing on his show. He always talks about how to scare his followers, to scare his right-wing followers, he makes them afraid of the ADL and the SPLC and Mother Jones, saying that these people are trying to demonize them, and if you're one of Alex Jones's followers, you're supposed to be scared that they're going to try to demonize you and set you up and then send a SWAT team to your house.